Starlight Cafe. One mixed berry shaved ice and a nutty cookie shaved ice, right? It will be ready in a minute. The sea breeze is cool on this burning summer day. The heady scent of fruit and the refreshing coolness of cold drinks interweave into a delightful, relaxing symphony in the small cafe next to the beach. After taking the menu from the customers after they've ordered, you lightly walk up to the busy figure behind the bar. Hey, Netcafe manager, PC30 wants a mixed berry milk shaved ice and a nutty cookie shaved ice for dine-in. Your voice is just loud enough to make Luke turn around, also causing the customer sitting close to the bar to look up in surprise. Netcafe manager? Why would they be a Netcafe manager? Isn't this a normal cafe? No, she's calling for me. That's my nickname. After explaining this awkwardly, Luke stares at you, blushing. I didn't think my dirty laundry made such an impression on you. When you called out to me like that, I was ready to jump up and turn on the computer for the customer. No way, you still need to showcase your chef ice skills with Chef Fierce. Looks like I should only make that joke when there are fewer customers around, otherwise I'll be deserving your work. Watching as Luke lets out a relaxed sigh, your desire to tease him blooms once again. After putting the menu in his hand, you take this chance to walk closer and speak into his ear. Maybe when there are fewer people, we could even start an online relationship of our own. Hey, don't you? The bell on the door of the cafe rings again and a few more customers walk in. Putting aside Luke's mumbling complaints, you smile and greet the customers, then lead them to a table. Hi, what would you like? After skillfully distributing menus to the customers, you stand aside and wait for them to order. A breeze blows by, bringing with it your memories from when you first arrived at this beach. Beach. 2 days ago, you and Luke were chatting and walking along the soft white sand on the beach. How about at a cafe? Yeah, it's for an old friend of mine. He said has a cafe next to the beach called Starlight Cafe. As Luke says this, he opens an app that displays reviews and rankings for restaurants. He then shows you the profile of the small cafe named Starlight Cafe. Let me see. Huh? Is this really how much ice desserts cost nowadays? You can't help but exclaim when you take a closer look at the menu. Even the shaved ice, the item with the most ingredients, is barely half the price of similar products in other dessert shops. Yep, the whole idea of the cafe is to rely on word of mouth to boost sales. It got a great reputation thanks to the high quality of its products. But there have been fewer tourists on the beach in the past couple of years, and business has been slowing down. Besides, the manager hasn't created any new products in years. Their customer base is almost all gone thanks to newer and trendier places popping up. That doesn't sound good. You flip through the small shop's profile, feeling sad that a place with such meticulous use of ingredients, delicate presentation, and uniformly positive comments on this app is facing such difficulties. However, when you scroll to the recruitment information at the bottom of the page, you suddenly recall Luke's initial suggestion. You said we're going to help at Starlight Cafe. Do you have any good ideas to help the shop recover? I can't guarantee that they're definitely going to work, but I do have some ideas. In a few days, it will be the Starry Night celebration. That's when this tourist district is in its peak season for the year. If the Starlight Cafe can promote its new products during that period, it might be able to recover some popularity. New products? Good idea. Sounds like it's worth a try. The sand under your feet gradually grows coarser, and you walk to a shaded area under some vegetation. Then you spot a seaside cafe that looks rather aged but still has a sense of class and elegance. A small plaque reading Starlight Cafe hangs on the shop's door, moving softly in the sea breeze. We're here. Starlight Cafe. Since you arrived early, the shop still indicates it is closed. Even so, Luke pushes open the door as if he is very familiar with this place. The Starlight Cafe is completely empty except for an older gentleman standing behind the bar dressed in a uniform. He lifts his head to look at you when he hears the crisp sound of the bell attached to the door. Hey, boss, remember me? You're... I'm Greg's friend. I stayed here for a month before. The shopkeeper pushes up his reading glasses and looks at you and then he suddenly claps his hands. Ah, I remember now. I remember you too. You helped me so much. You're that net cafe manager who got dumped by your online girlfriend and felt really down, right? I remember you. The shopkeeper looks quickly between you and Luke. He nods as if he understands everything when he sees the matching luggage you two are carrying. So, she's your girlfriend now? Not bad. It's always better to have a relationship in real life. I was worried when my son told me about how your online relationship fell apart. Luke is about to go up and shake hands with the shopkeeper, but he freezes in place when he hears this. Night cafe manager, online relationship. You look at Luke confused only to see that he seems confused as well. Just as you're about to ask if he got the right cafe, Luke suddenly blushes red all the way down to his neck. No, 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 you got it wrong. I'm not a net cafe manager. That time it was... There's no way I got it wrong. My memory is famous on this beach for being perfect. Ah, my friend called me yesterday saying you'd drop for a visit. I was just waiting for you. Take a seat and I'll get some drinks for you too. The shopkeeper eagerly walks into the kitchen, ready to make some desserts for you to show his hospitality. You look at Luke, your expression full of confusion. Luke, what was he talking about? A net cafe and an online relationship? Luke looks like he's trying hard not to bury himself in the ground out of embarrassment. He turns away and mumbles. You know, when I stay here, my friend made up a backstory for me. You understand everything immediately. Ah, I see, Mr. Manager. Concerned that Luke may get too busy during the Saturday night celebration, you decide to stay behind and help him. And so, the interlude you had when you and Luke first arrived becomes a means for you to tease Luke for the past few days. When I first met Greg Robinson, he was just a witness who we needed to protect, but when the case was over, we became friends. The last time I came here to hang out with him must have been when his case just ended. He didn't want to tell his dad that he was involved in the case, so he told me he'd make up a normal backstory for me. That way, I could just have a relaxed seaside vacation. Hi, I didn't think Greg's definition of a normal backstory would be so interesting. It probably would have been better to just say I work as a detective. But I didn't expect you to enjoy hearing about that identity so much. Yep, I finally learned some of your dirty laundry. Of course, I have to tease you about it. So, I'm the only one who's suffering over here? No way, I need to get revenge. After finally sending off the last few customers in the lunch crowd, Luke grins and comes after you for his revenge. Just as you both raise the kitchen towels in your hands and get ready for a play fight, the shopkeeper pokes his head out from the kitchen. You're still so energetic after a whole morning of work. Take a break. It's so rare that I have guests. I need to take you out to taste some of our famous local dishes. No, no, that's okay. I'm planning on taking her to try the iced desserts around here later. We can research new products too. In the meantime, going outside to see what everyone else is making will give us more experience. Ah, that's good. You haven't been around here before, have you, young lady? It's good to try something new. Now that you finally got a relationship in reality, you have to treasure it. Don't throw a fuss like you did with that online relationship, okay? I know. Seeing that you are about to burst into laughter, Luke hurriedly replies to the shopkeeper and pushes you out of the door. Beach. If we're going to try new desserts, Luke, which of these shops on the beach is the most famous? Huh? Amid the chaos, Luke suddenly presses you against a tree. I still haven't got my revenge. Don't run away now. His burning breath is almost pouring onto your face. Seeing his small eyes and the people passing by behind him, you suddenly start to panic a little. Wait, Luke, there are people coming. Don't worry, it will be over very soon. His smiling face and brows suddenly grew closer. A refreshing scent lingered just for a moment next to your lips, then immediately recedes. At the same time, you feel something land in your hair. Huh? It is. You pluck out the item sitting in your hair, only to see a tiny porcelain flower as bright as the sun. Does this count as revenge? Shara, hurry up! All the small shops on the beach are going to close soon. When you look up, the culprit is already walking away and waving at you with a smile. Okay, I'm coming. You put the porcelain flower back where he placed it and hurriedly run after him. Though he is the one who gifted this radiant flower to you, you feel like you're galloping toward the sunlight right now. Open air drink shop. This is the frozen dessert shop with the highest sales on the beach as of now, and they also have decent reviews on all major review apps and websites. After you arrive at an open-air frozen dessert shop, Luke finds a seat in the shade for you and grabs the menu. Take a look. Is there anything you want? Let me see. It all looks pretty similar. If we're here to investigate the best products at this shop, shouldn't we be ordering two of the most popular items? Okay, you're the boss. As Luke orders the drinks from the waiter, you stretch out under the beach umbrella. Since there aren't many customers at the Starlight Cafe and the cafe closes for an early lunch break, the job isn't tough enough to make you feel tired just yet. However, seeing how busy all the other shops on the beach currently are, you can't help but worry about your new products are going to sell in the near future. Look, just look at how many people are coming to this shop. There are so many more customers here than at Starlight Cafe. If we hatch everything on designing new products, are you sure it will work out? Well, now that I look at it, the Starlight Cafe does draw way fewer customers than the other shops. If we only focus on new products, we might not create much of an increase in sales. I need to think about it more. Your shift ice is here. Your orders arrive before you finish talking. Luke places the minty lemon sea salt shaved ice you ordered in front of you. He is about to place a spoon in it when he suddenly seems to remember something. He lowers the spoon and pushes one of the bowls towards you with a smile. Minty lemon sea salt is this beach's most classic flavor. It gave me the most memorable impression the last time I was here. Have a taste. Huh? You look at the chef's eyes, but your brain is completely occupied with how he hesitated for a moment. Why did you hesitate? Did you think of some trick to use against me?
아니거든. 완전 클래식한 맛인데 나쁜 생각할 게 뭐 있어. 그냥 여기 눈꽃 빙수를 먹는 노하우가 있거든. 아까 그렇게 나를 놀렸는데 내가 이 노하우를 알려줘야 하나 고민한 거야?
There's a trick to eating chef eyes?
당연하지. 못 믿겠으면 일단 먹어보고 맛이 어떤지 봐봐.
You stare at the chef's eyes and study the lemon jam and sea salt syrup on it. You see nothing wrong with its crystal blue hue or refreshing scent. Instead, the slightly sour scent of the lemon is stimulating your nose and mouth as if it's urging you to dig in. You immediately take a big spoonful of the chef ice and put it into your mouth.
잠깐만. 조금씩 먹어야지.
The moment it enters your mouth, Luke seems to stretch out his hand to stop you. But he's too late. An intense chill has already entered your body and the sensation immediately spreads to your limbs and brain. It's so cool! Oh, what is so cool? The cool scent of the lemon and mint has amplified the chef's ice cold temperature, and you feel like even your eyes are freezing over. The sensation is so agonizing that you're struggling even to keep a straight expression. You try hard to fight the desire to slap the chair. A warm hand immediately stops your movement and softly pats your back. The scorching feeling soothes the icy cold you just swallowed.
진정하고 괜찮아? 아직도 힘들어? 간도 크다니까. 맛만 보라 했는데 그렇게 많이 먹으면 어떡해. 말릴 틈도 없었잖아.
It was sensing, I think, all mysterious.
미안. 진짜 미안.
Feeling guilty, Luke reaches out to wipe out the tears you're shedding due to the extreme sensation. He then puts the beverage on the table to your lips. After gulping down some of the warm liquid, the biting chill inside your body finally dissipates. I'm finally alive again. The combo of mint, lemon, and chef ice is just too much to handle. Can people really eat something like this? Well, that's what happens if you eat it straight away. That's what I meant when I said there's a trick to eating this chef ice. Taking the spoon and the bowl from you, Luke carefully mixes the jam with the cream to the side, then mixes in a small spoonful of the chef ice. Now have another try. Seeing that your face is darkening with thought, Luke immediately puts his hand over his heart as if he's taking an oath. Trust me, it's actually really tasty now. He puts the spoon next to your lips, and his eyes are nothing but full of sincerity as he looks at you. Still dubious of the taste, you open your mouth and take a tiny bite. Huh? It's not freezing anymore. Not only that, the fresh taste of the sea salt is bringing out the richness of the cream, and the lemon and mint are adding their own dash spice to the mix. See, I have plenty of experience when it comes to eating the chef ice here. The first time I had it, I was just like you. It felt like my brain froze over. I almost smacked my head against the table. But my friend taught me that the taste changes a lot if you mix the jam with the cream like this. After Luke says that, he puts the rest of the spoonful into his mouth. The corners of Luke's mouth turned up, his smile evoking a sense of nostalgia. Perhaps it's because he is recalling memories, or maybe it's due to the refreshing taste. You rest your chin in your hand and smile at him. Hmm? What are you looking at me? You reach over and try your best to wipe off the white ice flakes staining the corner of his lips with your tongue. Be honest with me. Did you make me tease the chef's eyes as it is because you wanted to see me lose my composure? No, okay, fine, I did a little, but when I saw you take such a big spoonful, I only felt concerned. Hi, as someone who's experienced the power of the chef eyes firsthand, it's my mistake for not stopping you in time. It's not that serious, it was just one bite of chef eyes. I've got one more drink here for you. Looks like that's everything for you or for your order. As you and Luke converse, the server arrives with the beverage, interrupting you. Thanks. By the way, I wanted to ask. After putting down the drink, the waiter looks you both over with some surprise. Are you two working at the Starlight Cafe? How do you know that? Haha, I don't know you personally, but I saw you two when the eye shaver in our shop broke this morning. I went to borrow one from the shopkeeper there. The old gentleman said that the Starlight Cafe has a capable young couple helping out, and they're making his job a lot easier. Haha, really? After seeing off a few groups of customers, the open air shop seems to finally welcome their lunch break as well. The hospitable server hugs a tree and sits down next to you for a chat. So, why are you here in our shop having shift eyes? Are you on a date or are you trying to steal some secrets from our shop? Of course, we're doing both. Luke doesn't seem to want to hide your agenda, laughing as he digs into the shift eyes. We need to work on designing some new high quality products for the upcoming Starry Night celebration. Since we heard your shop has the most business around here, it only made sense for us to come and learn from you. I thought so. Our chef ice is famous, especially for how layered the cheese is. For example, the minty lemon flavor you guys ordered. Can you clearly discern the layers of the flavor from icy cold to a soft milky tease? Yeah, it was so cold that I felt like my insides were freezing over. Sounds like it was your first time trying it, but hey, I still have to thank you. News customers' reactions when they have this chef ice for the first time are usually free advertising for us. Free advertising? Yep, you can have tasty chef ice anywhere along this beach, but you won't get this stimulating experience anywhere else. People who are after novel or stimulating experiences jump at the chance to try our products when they see our customers have dramatic reactions after eating our chef ice. Huh, so that's why this shop is completely open air. It's designed for other people to see the customers' reactions. Advertising the product by letting others see how customers react to the food, huh? Luke suddenly falls deep into thought. The server chats with you a little longer, then takes the tray and leaves. What's on your mind, Luke? I think I have an idea for a new product at the Starlight Cafe. Huh? What is it? Haha, that's a trade secret. Come on, let's go back to the Starlight Cafe first. You'll see once I've made the prototype. Starlight Cafe. Soon after returning to the Starlight Cafe, it's time to welcome the afternoon wave of customers. However, as there aren't many customers, Luke notifies the shopkeeper and holds up in the kitchen to develop his new product. He then stays there until the shop is about to close for the night. Look, I finished consolidating today's sales with the shopkeeper. He's taking us out for a late night snack. You go ahead. I still need to work on this for a bit. I'll be there later. What are you working on? You've been in the kitchen the whole afternoon. Huh? You move around, look, and are surprised to discover that he seems to be busy making crafts. Is this some new invention? You could say that this invention can help us soar the top of the sales charts during the Starry Night celebration. Though Luke says that you still don't understand what he's up to, even after studying the wooden block and plastic casing in his hands. This one isn't done yet. Let me show you the prototype I made before. He walks up to the freezer, removes a transparent bowl, and hands it to you. You were initially curious why he put a glass bowl into the freezer. However, the stabbing chill and the whiffs of the white smoke drifting upward when it touches your hand indicating just how unique this bowl is. This is completely made out of ice? Yep, but that's not all. There is more to what this bowl does. He throws an ordinary looking ice cube into the bowl. This time you keep your eyes fixed on it so you don't miss out on a single detail. The core of the ice cube contains a golden liquid. Under the reflection of the lamplight, it looks as if it is hiding an entire starry sky. This is so pretty. Is this the new product you want to sell? Yep, aren't I awesome? Luke seems to elated after gaining your acknowledgement. He begins to excitedly point out every design detail on the ice bowl and the Starlight ice cube. The entire thing is edible, is portable, environmentally friendly, and won't generate any extra trash. Also, as the customer eats the shaved ice, the ice ball will slowly dissolve, revealing the Starlight ice cube inside as a special surprise. That's a great idea, considering how many tourists were all looking forward to the Starry Night celebration. Portable and fun will be the two essential selling points. If someone brings this product into the crowd, it's guaranteed to make everyone around them to turn their heads. Hmm? You suddenly recall how Luke was deeply in thought at the other dessert shop earlier. No wonder you started thinking when the server mentioned advertising. Did you come up with this back then? Yes. Compared to sitting inside a shop and enjoying the service, most customers prefer to head to the beach for the view. It is especially true for couples who wish to chase the starlight. So, considering these factors, I thought a new product that fits the situation and draws attention would be the most profitable. You once again pick up the unique ice cube from the bowl and wonder how much work went into it. All it took was a casual sentence from the server at that popular shift ice shop this morning. You never thought Luke would take it to heart. Moreover, he took mere hours to design a prototype for his idea. It's so pretty. I think the Starlight ice cube is a great idea. It's only a pity it has to melt and can't kept forever. Do you mean the ice cube? Well, it would be hard to make one that doesn't melt. I might be able to make one out of resin or glass once we go back, but to emulate the natural feeling of an ice cube, I might need to reconsider its structure. Seeing that he's putting thoughts into this idea, you dismissively wave your hands. It's okay, I was merely thinking out loud. What's important is that the new product for the Starry Night celebrations need to look good and taste good, right? However, we probably can't reproduce this effect with an ice mold. Do we need to carve them cube by cube? Yep, these cubes are pre-made and then we carve them like this. He skillfully picks up an ice chisel and demonstrates it to you. Whoa, why are you so good at this? Did you go undercover as an arts and crafts shopkeeper beforehand? Haha, no. He clears his throat lightly and looks away. Previously, when I was carrying out a mission at a party, I had to disguise myself as a waiter at a bar. Back then, I tried making lots of unique ice sculptures, things like diamonds, disco lights. I've tried making them all. There were also loads of flavored ice cubes back then. It's just a pity you didn't get a chance to taste them. I see. Seems like I've missed out on lots of stuff. Though you see this, you don't feel much pride. You've missed out on so many wonderful moments in each other's lives during the years you and Luke were apart. But that's also why you have so much more to discuss and even more treasures to uncover every time you discuss the past, especially after you two have reunited. However, ever since I reunited with you, I'm determined never to miss any more amazing moments in our shared future. However, for the upcoming Starry Night celebration, you might not be able to participate in the whole thing. Why is that? Don't we need to help with the shop on that day? The design for this product is complicated. It will take a lot of time for us to make them that day. We won't have any time to ourselves. Hi, my original idea for this trip was to have fun with you during the Starry Night celebration. Helping out at the shop was only supposed to be something we did on the side. But now I accidentally ruined my plan. You can't help but giggle as you softly ruffle Luke's hair. It's okay, it's only the entirety of the Starry Night celebration that we can't enjoy, no? Besides, since the shop has great food and a wonderful reputation, didn't we agree at the start to find a way to help it survive? If we can do that just by sacrificing a few hours of our time during the celebration, I won't mind. Besides, you suddenly have an idea as you take the ice cube with filling to the storage table. If the tradition is just for couples to chase the starlight, we don't have to go to the beach for that, right? We can do it right here, can't we? You place the ice cube between your lips before sitting on the table. After a brief thought, you shift the ice cube a few centimeters farther back into your mouth. The sweet lemon syrup mixed with melted ice water as it flows over your tongue and down your throat. After swallowing a little of it, you look over at Luke. Luke's face turns right at this, but only for a moment. Well, you said it yourself. Luke is usually innocent and easy to tease. When you spend time with him, you often forget the strength and ferocity he learned from his work. And after you've dug your own grave, he stops hiding any more of his thoughts or feelings. He walks over quickly and urgently and grabs you by the knees, pulling you closer to him. His breath is hot against your cheek for only a brief moment. To be able to chase the starlight with you here, I couldn't possibly wish for more. As both your breath and your ability to think are about to be taken away, your chaotic consciousness is only able to grasp a single thought. If Luke wants revenge for your teasing earlier, this act will probably fluster you more than tasting the lemon mischief ice. In comparison, perhaps the feeling of scorching sweetness will more likely make you addicted. Suddenly, your attention is completely and utterly captured by the icy sweet liquid soaked between you and Luke's lips, which later transform into a burning heat. But before you lose yourself completely, an idea suddenly pops into your head. Wait, hold on, look. What's wrong? I just thought of a way to boost sales when the new product launched. You are stopped before you can voice your own idea. If it's such an important strategy, then we can discuss it in detail later. After all, you were the one who invited me to chase the Starlight in the first place. No. Okay. Important strategies can probably wait until the most opportune time to be revealed. Starlight Cafe. The new product soon finishes development. The two of you decide to call it Starlight Shave Ice. And this new product doesn't disappoint you. After the first 2 days of sale, it becomes popular among beachgoers. A queue starts outside the Starlight Cafe long before night falls on the day of the Starry Night celebration. Hi there, for orders of the new Starlight Shave Ice, coming right up. As the line wraps around the front of the shop, the old shopkeeper smiles and takes one order after another and then turns back to you and Luke. Four orders of Starlight Shave Ice. Coming right up! You and Luke answer in unison before looking at each other, smiling. Finally, you both cast your eyes toward the work you're currently busy with. Thank goodness I got Lutz to teach me how to carve the ice cubes. That's how we can showcase the process to customers now. Making it on-site makes your work more efficient. It also builds expectations as customers watch you make the product. However, for you, the true joy and exhilaration stem from the feeling of working toward a common goal alongside Luke. Do you want to learn how to carve the ice cubes? Yep, didn't you say there'd be a lot of customers for the Starry Night celebration? If I join you in making the cubes and we manage to finish early, then we can go check out the celebration. Sure, I can teach you, but it's really tiring and pretty dangerous. He takes the carving knife and points at the sharp reflective blade. I have a lot of faith in your talent, and I know you'll learn how to carve the ice cubes in no time. But there is. How about this? Teach me first, then you can test me. If I don't pass your test, I'll only assist you if you get busy and will not participate in the ice carving process. But if I pass, we'll work together throughout the whole process. How's that? Sure, but I'll be very strict during the test. And indeed, the test was difficult, but thank goodness I still managed to pass. Perhaps because he didn't want you to get hurt or tire yourself out, Luke was meticulous when assessing your ice sculpture skills. However, Chef Pierce was also a paragon of fairness. When he smiled and nodded to express affirmation, you almost started celebrating in relief. But now it seems it's necessary to learn it beforehand. Seeing more and more spectators, tonight sales will certainly go through the roof. Seeing everyone's curious and satisfied expressions when they examine the new product, you energetically shake out your frozen, numb hand before picking up the ice blade again. After a while, you hear Luke's voice in your ear. Shara? Hmm? Upon hearing him call out to you, you turn your head and find his face extremely close to yours. Huh? Look, there are still customers around. As you move back away, Luke removes his glove and softly presses his fingertips against your cheek. There are some ice flakes on your face. I'm wiping them off for you. Don't worry, the customers have all left the kitchen area. No one is looking at us. Where did the customers go? Only when he mentions it do you realize the area is almost empty even though you were surrounded by a swarm of people earlier. They all went to queue and order. Besides, Luke looks up and gestures outside with his chin. Night has already fallen. The shadows of trees intertwine with the starlight as they paint delicate patterns on the stairs leading to the shop. When you cast your gaze further ahead, you also spot the deep navy expanse of the glittering sea. You've been so busy that you didn't even notice the time. Take a break. We have enough ice cubes for the orders now. Besides, you've been working for so long. Is your hand okay? I've got gloves. Don't worry. You need to believe in me, Chef Fierce. Sure, you've got gloves, but you've been working with ice the whole day. Besides, I saw you shake your hand. You don't have to act soft with me. After all, as a newbie, there's no way you can catch up to Luke. In fact, about two-thirds of the Starlight ice cubes being sold today were made by Luke. Despite this, he continues using his frostbitten hands to cover yours to warm them up. He grabs your hands and tenderly rubs them while blowing hot breath on your skin. You smile, pulling your hands out of his and putting them around his instead. Aren't you the same? Your hands are so cold that you can hardly hold mine. Haha, you found me out. Warmth gradually returns to your freezing hands. You press your hands tightly together as if not wanting to let a single shred of warmth escape. Thank you for today. Why are you suddenly saying that? Because he stops himself and glances over to the various tools on the table. Next to both of you are identical ice cubes, stainless steel bowls, ice plates, protective gloves. He gazes at everything as if carefully selecting the words in his mind. Eventually, he smiles and resumes, huffing warm breath onto your joined hands. Thank you for getting warm with me like this. You understand. He probably wanted to say thanks on behalf of the old shopkeeper, or maybe he wanted to thank you for learning to carve the ice cubes and working on them with him. However, thanking you for something like that would be way too formal. Therefore, he ends up thanking you for your companionship at this moment. Aren't family members supposed to support each other? There's no need to say thanks for something as small as this. Luke smiles and is about to say something when the old shopkeeper walks in. You two have had a long day, haven't you? It's fine, we're still young, so this is nothing. I started doing business at about the same age as you. I know exactly how tiring this work can be. With a smile, the old shopkeeper keeps away the protective gloves lying next to you. Boss, we still need those gloves for the late night crowd. I'm taking the gloves away so you won't work anymore. Today's sales are almost as good as the total sales for the last 90 days. Your new product is widely successful. I'll have to thank you properly tomorrow during the celebration feast. Boss, there's no need to be so formal and polite. You helped me so much back then. It makes sense for me to help you now. Haha, you youngsters are such sweet talkers. When you go out with a young lady, make sure you say sweet things to her too. The old shopkeeper pushes you out of the kitchen half jokingly before giving Luke a small kiss. This is... Go ahead, the Starry Night celebration is our most popular event. Go and enjoy yourself. Okay, don't mind if we do. We're heading off. After you notify the shopkeeper, Luke leads you out of the cafe where you've been working hard for several days. Beach. It's quite late, but it's as lively as ever. You walk from Starlight Cafe to the seaside. The tide sings softly under the starry sky as the visitors' loud laughter fills the entire beach. As you walk along the beach, many couples in the shallow water catch your attention. All of them have one person carrying the other. The one on the back holds a small lamp as the couple walks into the water together. It seems like the Crossing the Milky Way event is still popular this year. As if noticing where you are looking, Luke takes your hand and leads you toward the crowd. You soon see a small stall on the beach adorned with unlit lamps delicately arranged on the table. Usually, couples can get a small lamp from the organizer and go to the sea to participate in this tradition. In short, one person has to carry the other and overcome various obstacles in the water, completing a walk of about 500 meters. Since there's no light by the seaside, the one being carried has to use the lamp to light the way for the other. It requires a lot of cooperation. It looks like if they succeed in the challenge, they can receive some souvenirs as a reward. Ah, I see. You look at the stall deep in thought. Luke immediately understands what you're thinking and comes up to touch your shoulder. Are you thinking of a new challenge again, my Watson? Indeed. Would you like to join me, Detective Pierce? Of course, you can't participate in this event alone. Come on, it's time to test our unspoken understanding. After the two of you rush to the stall in collective excitement, an employee soon lights the lamp for you and explains the event rules. The rules are roughly the same as what Luke stated. The couple is considered to have won as long as they don't fall into the water before they reach the end. This doesn't sound very hard. Yep, tonight is Starlight night, so we're hoping the Crossing the Milky Way event will bring couples good luck. For them to reach the end and cross the obstacles in the water means they can overcome every obstacle in life and stay with each other forever. Besides, our souvenirs also have the same meaning as the event. The prize. Look! Whoa, what a nice coincidence! The prize for the event is a necklace, but you're both staring at the pendant hanging on it. It has an almost identical design to the ice cube Luke made. I was just thinking how it's a pity the ice cube you designed can't be kept forever, and now we have a perfect replacement. However, just as Luke said, the glass texture means the light reflected within the cube can't compare with the natural effect of an ice cube. Yet you are still both delighted by this prize. In that case, we'll have to fight for it. He turned his back to you, pats his shoulder, and squats down. Hop on. Huh? Hop on from here? Why don't we get into the water first? Don't worry, we need to hurry up. The organizer said there's a limited number of these prizes. We got out a bit late. Lots of couples might have already completed the challenge. If we hurry, we might just catch the tail end. Then please be careful. You carefully climb onto Luke's back with the lamp in hand. The sea breeze at night is chilly and wet, yet Luke's heat and warmth pass unreservedly to you the moment you came into contact with his strong back. Are you ready? Yep. Then off we go. Okay, whoa! The moment Luke steps out, you start to think all of his composed tenderness before was probably just a pretense. You're bouncing on his back so much that you almost drop the lamp, which reminds you of something important. Look, be careful. There are obstacles in the water. I need to light the way for you. Ah, right, I almost forgot. Huh? As he says this, he wobbles violently and you almost fall off. Whoa, that was a close one. I was just wondering why I couldn't see any obstacles in the water. All the holes are underwater. Are you okay? I'm okay, but please slow down. I'm going to get carsick at this rate. Haha, sorry, I'll slow down. I'm relying on you to light the way then. Sure. 500 meters isn't very long, but it isn't short either. This is especially true in the dim light. The starlight reflecting on the water stretched out as far as you can see, except from the small halo of light emanating from the lamp. You struggle to see the surroundings. But that's also why this event is called Crossing the Milky Way. Hey, can you lower the lamp a bit? There's a shadow in the water ahead. Are those rocks? Okay, I'll lower it. The two of you move forward like this, with one person carrying the lamp and the other walking through the water. Though there are way more obstacles in the water than anticipated, you and Luke finally get within 10 meters of the finish line. Finally, we're almost there. Hold on tight and I'll dash forward. Yep, we've only got a few steps left. We should be able to make it. Then grab on tight and I'll. Ouch! Luke shouts suddenly. His knees seem to give out and he's about to fall face down into the water. Huh? As you are about to plummet face first into the water, Luke suddenly grabs your shoulder and flips the two of you, possibly moving his own body under yours. Water splatters everywhere with a loud splash. You two stare at one another, bathed in starlight. Are you okay? I'm okay, just a bit scared. What about you? What happened? Thinking back to Luke's shout, you hastily move to climb up and look at his feet. Do your feet hurt? Are you hurt? It's okay, don't worry. My toe hurts, but it doesn't feel serious. What could have happened? Ouch! Just as he takes his foot out of the water to be illuminated by the lamplight, you both freeze as you look at his toe. A crab still dripping with mud is clamped onto the skin between his toes with an iron grip. His other claw is still waving around menacingly. Perhaps leaving the water so suddenly gave it a shock. Its other claw freezes in a lump in the air, then moves to grab the skin on Luke's big toe. Panicking, Luke reaches out and stops it. Seriously? I definitely wasn't expecting that. With a resigned expression, Luke pulls the crab off his foot and points at it, feeling both angry and amused. My reputation got ruined at the last minute because of you. Do you want to be bold or brave? Naturally, the crab doesn't understand anything he sees. It's still waving its claw around threateningly. Never mind, just let it go. There's a consequence. There's a consequence to everything. You fell into the water because of the crab and are no longer eligible for the prize. However, completing the last few steps of the journey is easy for the two of you. Luke doesn't seem to want to get too upset at the crab. He takes a few steps deeper into the water and lets it go. Hey, we have such great teamwork before, and I was so sure we would get the prize. Who knew we'd run into something like this just before the finish line? Don't worry about it too much. We'll finish these last few steps together. That will count as us successfully crossing the Milky Way. True, but we were so close to the prize. It's just so upsetting. Thankfully, the lamp wasn't damaged due to the protection of its glass cover. Luke picks up the lamp, casually flings it over his shoulder, then reaches out to you again. Come on, there are still a few steps left. Let's finish it together. You nod and grab his hand. At this moment, the curtain of the starry night hangs overhead, and the chilly, sparkling sea stretches out beneath you. The person you love is shouldering a lamp that lights your way, pointing out the path for you amidst the glittering starlight.
조심해. 여기도 구덩이가 있어.
Okay. Hearing your rather happy voice, he looks at you with a confused yet smiling gaze.
뭘 그렇게 즐겁게 웃어?
I'm thinking which one looks better, you or the starlight behind you.
뭐?
But now that I've thought about it, you look way better. Besides, even if it is only for the sake of this event right now, I'd still overcome every obstacle and stay with you forever.
그래, 나도야.
He finally figures out what you mean and bursts into laughter, unable to contain his amusement. You know he can't possibly be upset over a prize he can make on his own. What he's upset about is the challenge he couldn't complete and the implications behind the challenge. Holding on to Luke's hand, you gently swing it. Compared to ceremonious traditions like this, I'd rather live an ordinary life with you day after day. After all, isn't the miracle we seek in life the starlight we grasp after overcoming all obstacles?
네 말이 맞아.
He suddenly grabs your hand and pulls you closer to lean against him.
도전에 실패한 게 계속 마음에 걸렸어. 근데 지금 널 보니까 별빛보다 빛나고 영원히 간직하고 싶은 걸 얻은 것 같아. 아까 말했듯이 나한테 넌 삶에서 장애물을 헤치고 찾아야만 얻을 수 있는 기적이니까 말이야. 널 놓치지 않아서 정말 다행이야.
The night sea breeze is chilly, but the temperature of the two hearts gradually rises from where your hands are joined, imparting each other with warmth. You believe that even these specks of warmth in the night wind are enough to motivate you two to finish the road ahead. That is the spark that lights up both of your lives, a hope that neither seawater nor obstacles will dust or trip over. You finally reach the stall at the finish line. As expected, you missed out on the prize due to falling into water. It'd be a lie to say that you aren't disappointed, but neither of you feels sad. We still got some time. Should we go somewhere else? Sure, now that you mention it, I remember we haven't been to a great spot yet. A great spot? Yep, a secret hideout belonging only to us. Having returned the night lamp, Luke takes the small case out again and leads you out of the crowds. Follow me, we'll leave the beach to the other couples. Corner of the beach. The place Luke wants to take you is a bit further away from the crowd. You move slowly away from everyone else, but along the way, you two begin to pick up shells and conches. Your laughter doesn't cease. Look, do you have any more space in your pockets? I've got a few more broken shells, but my pockets are full. Yeah, I've got another pocket here. Haha, I didn't expect us to get so many souvenirs in such a short time. You must be tired from walking for so long. Let me see. Let's go rest up at the beach up ahead. He then picks a spot with good lighting and pulls you to sit with him. He then moves the keys that the old shopkeeper gave him between you. You open the case to see two bowls of the new shaved ice with lots of packet ice packs to keep them cool. Whoa, did he prepare this just for us? Of course, now that we had a good long exercise, it's the right time to eat this. He smiles and gives you one bowl, then starts to dig into the other one. He's so considerate. I've been so busy today that I didn't manage to eat any of the desserts. However, by the time you've taken a few bites, Luke is already fishing tissue paper out of case to wipe his mouth with. An empty bowl with a particularly thick base sits next to his hand. You're already done? That's false. Yeah, this one has a smaller portion. Besides, didn't you ask me why we were collecting all the shells? He tucks the tissue paper into his pocket and then lifts the bowl, shaking it at you mysteriously. Let me show you a magic trick. He takes out the ice cubes in the case, breaks them, and then throws the shards into the bowl. He then adds the seashells you found before. Lastly, he runs to the sea and adds seawater into the bowl. He then runs back excitedly and shows you the view inside the bowl. Look, it's beautiful. Now that you're looking at it closely, you realize the thick base is actually separated into layers. The broken shells and ice shards fell into the bowl while preserving the different layers. Now that the seawater has been added, the refraction of the light has created a starry sea in the bowl. How is it? I spent a lot of time researching for tonight's Starlight night. When making the mold, the old shopkeeper advised me to modify the base a little to create this Milky Way ice bowl. However, since this bowl is difficult to make, we can't sell it regularly into the shop. He smiles and hands the bowl to you. This one is a unique starry sea that belongs only to you. Are you okay? You're not saying anything. I'm too moved. Let me be sentimental for a second. You laugh and lower your head to look at the ice bowl. All your emotions and joy are fused into this one bowl containing its own Milky Way. A one-of-a-kind Milky Way that he made specifically for you. Even though we didn't manage to catch the Starlight in the event before, I never thought I'd be lucky enough to get an entire bowl of starry sea to myself. You certainly deserve it. Huh? As Luke organizes the cooler, he seems to have found something else at the base and exclaims in surprise. What's wrong? Look, you can't remember how many times you've been surprised already tonight, but this time you find yourself almost leaping with joy. The bottom of the case contains a necklace identical to the prize for the Crossing the Milky Way event with a note from the shopkeeper. The note is essentially a thank you for you and Luke. The old shopkeeper had little hope left for the cafe due to the business downturn over the past few years. However, the shopkeeper has regained hope due to your newly launched product. He says he didn't think we'd be able to get the souvenir tonight due to how much time we spent working. Due to his reputation on the beach, the organizers gave him a souvenir and he's giving it to us. Well, we didn't do much, we just gave a little bit of effort. It wasn't a little bit of effort at all. Don't sell yourself short. Luke takes hold of the two ends of the necklace and moves behind you to clasp it onto your neck. His warm breath gets closer to you. Though his voice is light, it still resonates strongly next to your ear. Now that I think about it, the things that happened since we arrived at Starlight Cafe a few days ago. With him so close to you, you can vividly hear the sound of his breathing and heartbeat. He takes your hand and softly caresses the joints of your thumb and index finger. When you were learning how to carve the ice cubes, you went from the unfamiliarity of taking up that knife for the first time to having practiced so much that you mastered it with ease. He then presses into your palm, which was previously frostbitten. Your hands almost turned purple when we were making the cubes. His gentle movements then shift to your arm, and your arms grew sore from the incessant work from day one to the final day. Then he pauses and softly touches your lips with his fingertips. At that moment, you see his eyes full of clarity and tenderness. And the shock you got when you tasted the chef ice. Look, why did you have to mention that? The intimate atmosphere is suddenly disturbed as you recall how embarrassed you look. You feel your cheek growing hot as you move to shake off Luke's hand, but he instead tightens his grip. Haha, sorry, because you look really cute back then. He laughs and grabs your hands, then rubs them in his own, rubbing them softly. A gentle warmth seeps in from his hands amidst the chilly sea breeze. The effort we've put in over the past few days wasn't your responsibility to shoulder, but you still gave your best without a single complaint. Do you know, when I thought about how you were working so hard and passionately for my sake and to fulfill my goals, I was overjoyed. He approaches you with a smile, picks up the pendant on your necklace, then plants a soft kiss on the brightest spot where the starlight shines. Then he looks up and kisses you on the lips. The sheaf eyes you both just enjoy delicately spreads a refreshing layer of cool sweetness between your lips. However, maybe Luke was right. The icy feeling soon become warm. Perhaps the warmth from the shopkeeper's hospitality or the mutual anticipation and yearning you share for each other. When you two briefly part to catch your breath, you rub your arms around Luke's neck and laugh softly with your forehead against his. Didn't you say I was a miracle you searched long and far for? Actually, about that, you softly pecked Luke's lips. His expression shifts from surprise to a smile before he envelopes your thoughts in bliss once more. You finish your sentence from before. You are also the miracle that I want to protect at all costs. The humming tide and the rhythmic pounding of the heartbeats in his and your chest break the stillness of the night. The starlight in the necklace and the starlight reflected by the sea intertwine and dance around your splendid thoughts and dreams. Calling Shurara, are you awake? Please help. Can you please wish me good luck? I don't know what you're doing, but good luck. Thanks for the support, Lucky Star. Now I feel a lot more reassured. Hold on, the results are about to be revealed. I'll explain to you in detail later. Whoa, I did it! Judging by your response, it went pretty well. Is it about time for you to tell me about what you're being so secretive about? Well, I made a resin aquarium this morning and I wanted to give it to you as a souvenir, but it was missing some decorations. It just so happened that a Starlight Cafe employee picked up a pretty luminescent heart-shaped shell on his way to work. So I made a deal with him. If I can help him get the top price from a seaside supermarket's crash cart, he'll give the shell to me. But you know how my luck is, so that's why I'm asking for help from my lucky star. I see. Then it seems like you got the top prize. Yep, and I got the shells just now. Once you're here at the store, I should be able to embed the shell into the resin aquarium. Thanks to my hard work, the aquarium's basic shape is somewhat ready. I just haven't put the protective acrylic panels on yet. I can help you move it to the hotel once we're done with work today. While we're still at the beach, I can always add more to it if we find any other decorations. Then I definitely need to come over and have a look. Give me a few minutes, I'll be at the shop soon. Okay, I've already prepared breakfast for you. Hurry and come over. Emergency announcement. A mysterious delivery is about to reach the firm. Detective Fair, please keep an eye out for it. Roger that. But I think there are three packages in front of my door. Watson, please let me know which one is your mysterious delivery. Huh? Three? No way, but with your skills, you should be able to immediately tell which one I sent. True. In that case, I'll conduct a thorough assessment. Peanut, Luke, and Detective Pierce are written as the recipients. The package for Peanut is the biggest. Given how much my Watson loves Peanut, the biggest package probably is probably from you, right? Oh, I'm hurt. I can't even compete with Peanut when it comes to getting gift from you now. I'm kidding. Why are you getting jealous of Peanut? I just bought some snacks for Peanuts. The one for Luke and Detective Fair are the gifts I picked out with care. True, the total number of my packages is more than Peanuts. Now I feel better. Then let me see what you got for Luke and Detective Pierce. Huh, Luke got a travel memento book. As for Detective Pierce, is that a new toolbox? What made you want to do this? I thought the present is pretty obvious in terms of its intention. Before I explain, why don't you take a guess? I'm guessing the toolbox is to increase my work efficiency as detective pairs. As for the travel memento book, it's hinting that we can travel together after finishing work, right? I just looked over my schedule for the rest of the year. There should be plenty of time. Why don't you come over to my place after you finish work and we can plan out our travel together? Awesome! I have plenty of places I want to go to. Wait for me to finish work and we'll plan something together. The beach trip was really fun last time. I want to try more things like that. Then it is a deal. I'll get dinner ready and wait for you.